to attract foreign investment, promote sustainability, and enhance innovation in the mining sector. As of October 2024, NMCO faces funding challenges that hinder its operations. The Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Dele Alake, criticized the $9 billion capital budget allocated to the mining sector in the 2025 budget, describing it as unacceptable and insufficient to unlock the nation's mining potential. He noted that reforms in 2024 created 45,000 new jobs, and increased from 30,000 the previous year, and exceeded the projected 11 billion naira revenue, generating 38 billion naira. However, he warned that the proposed budget will hinder significant investment in exploration activities. He revealed that the ministry proposed over 531 billion for capital expenditure in the 2025 budget, but only 9 billion was allocated. We're now going to look at the Nigerian stocks that tanked in 2025, how they may look like in 2025. Despite the generally bullish market in 2024, several stocks on the Nigerian exchange experienced sharp declines, while the NGX All-Share Index delivered an impressive 37.65 year-to-year returns. Gains were not evenly distributed. The oil and gas index emerged as the best performing sector, surging by an outstanding more than 60%. In contrast, the banking sector index lagged, recording a modest 20% yield YTD growth, underperforming the broader market. At the individual stock level, notable winners include Julie PLC with plus 1,646%, Sunu Assurances plus 877%, Wando with plus 529%, Unicell plus 502%, and Transcorp plus 386%. However, some stocks recorded steep losses, with Multiverse leading with minus 60.42%, Dangote Sugar minus 42.96%, NASCOM minus 41.62%, and CIL Leasing minus 32.50%. And as we step into 2025, the big question on investors' mind is whether these battered stocks could rebound. Let's examine their 2024 performance and evaluate their turnaround potential this year. For Multiverse, Multiverse suffered a dramatic reversal, losing 60.42% after a stellar 367 gain in 2023. However, the stock has rebounded strongly in 2025, gaining 51.7% as of January 17, 2025. Profit before tax surged 159% year-on-year to 223 million naira for the first 9 months of 2024, while operating cash flow climbed to 400 million naira. Despite this gain, its PE ratio stands at a staggering 147.5x, raising significant valuation concern. And for the outlook for 2025, Multiverse recovery is supported by strong profit growth, but its extreme valuation and inconsistent trading volumes warrant caution. Investors should wait for improved fundamentals and a more reasonable valuation before committing. The next is Dangote Sugar, facing challenges amid recovery. Let's look at the 2024 performance. Dangote Sugar saw a 42.98 decline in 2024 after a 255% rally in 2023. And the stock has gained 18.46% in 2025 with improving liquidity, as total trading volume reached 117 million shares, valued at 4.01 billion naira over the last 3 months. That is from October 18, 2024 to January 17, 2025. However, rising debt levels and foreign exchange losses have strained profitability. The company's backward integration plan to reduce reliance on imports remains critical, but requires clear execution timelines. For their outlook for 2025, while the stock early gains in 2025 show promise, sustained recovery depends on addressing operational inefficiencies and executing its BRP. Until these are resolved, the outlook remains mixed. For NASCOM 2024 performance, NASCOM share price declined by 41.62% in 2024, reflecting weaker investor sentiment following a 355% gain in 2023. However, the stock has shown resilience, gaining 22.8% in 2025. Profit before tax fell 16.33% during the first 9 months of 2024, while earnings per share dropped by 20% to 4.42 naira. The stock PE ratio has risen to 16.16x, suggesting optimism about recovery, but also highlighting potential overvaluation. For the 2025 outlook, NASCOM moderate volatility and steady trading activity make it relatively stable. However, its elevated valuation amidst declining profitability warrants cautious optimism. Next is CNI Leasing is poised for growth. 2024 performance, CNI Leasing declined 32.5% in 2020 in the year to date in 2024. But 2025 with 70.8% growth exchange over the past 3 months. Company profits before tax grew by 197% in the first 9 months of 2024, supported by gross earnings growth of 179%. Cost optimization efforts and asset efficiency are expected to drive further recovery. And the outlook for 2025, strong earnings growth and improved liquidity make CNI Leasing an attractive recovery play. Continued focus on efficiency could propel further gains. For our closing thoughts, the path to potential recovery. As we assess the bottom 5 stocks of 2025, the relative distance from their 52-week high offers a telling picture of their current performance and potential for a rebound. While its stock has faced declines in 2024, the current trading position in relation to their peak prices provide valuable insight into their potential for upside recovery. Now let's look at how far each stock is from its highest price in the past year and what it means for 2025. For Multiverse, the high stock for the year 2024 was 11 naira 15 kobo, 52-week high of 17 naira at 34.12% below its peak, which has shown a 51.7 gain in 2025, signaling that the stock could be on a recovery path, especially if profit growth continues. Dangote Sugar from 38 naira 50 kobo to 52-week high of 82 naira 65 kobo, 53.4% lower than its high, up by 26.5% in 2025, showing signs of a strong comeback if it tackles its challenges, which are debt and forex losses. For NASCOM, 37 naira 65 kobo with 52-week high of 75 naira, 49.87 below its peak, but with a 22.8 year-to-date gain in 2025. The stock is showing recovery potential. If it addresses its profitability issues, it could see more upside. For CNI Leasing, 4 naira 30 kobo with a 52-week high of 4 naira 65 kobo. It is just 7.5% off its high, and it's already up 14.06% year-to-date in 2025. Stable growth is possible if it maintains its momentum. While all 4 stocks are off their highs, the year-to-date gains in 2025 for Multiverse, Dangote Sugar, NASCOM, and CNI Leasing show they could be on their way to recovery. Overall, their turnaround potential in 2025 hinges on improving fundamentals, strategic execution, and favorable market conditions. Investors should carefully evaluate each stock valuation, liquidity, and growth prospects before making decisions. Our Vice President Shettima departed Abuja to attend World Economic Forum meeting. The Vice President Kashim Shettima has departed Abuja to represent Nigeria at the 2025 annual meeting of the World Economic Forum scheduled for Davos, Switzerland. Stanley Nkocha, the Senior Special Assistant to the Vice President of Media Communication, Office of the Vice President, make that statement that Shettima will join world leaders, top business executives, and representatives of development partners at the meeting to discuss the state of the world economy with view to improving its condition. While in Davos, the Vice President will hold bilateral meetings with other leaders as well as participate in workshops and forums slated for the annual gathering. He is expected to attend a workshop on roadmap to co-create investment opportunities for Africa's frontier markets, organized by the African Development Bank in collaboration with the World Economic Forum to boost the flow of capital into Africa's frontier markets to scale solutions that build a prosperous, inclusive and resilient continent. It is slated for the Congress Center in Jakobshavn. Top on the agenda will be an announcement of the Humanitarian and Resilience Investment Roadmap for Africa in partnership with the African Development Bank and foster partnership between public and private sector leaders interested in mobilizing investment in Africa's frontier market, among others. The Vice President will also attend a dinner for head of state, government and international organizations, as well as annual meeting 2025 Crystal Awardees, the International Business Council, and strategic partners slated for Corporate Village, IGA. Shettima will also co-chair a forum on turning digital trade into a catalyst for growth in Africa, slated for the Pisha Congress Center. The meeting will provide a dynamic platform for forward-thinking dialogue on digital trade and the crucial role of the private sector in advancing the implementation of the AFCFTA Digital Trade Protocol adopted by the AU Head of States and Governments in January 2024. He will also participate as a panelist in stakeholder dialogue entitled Global Risk 2025. The Global Risk Report highlights an increasingly volatile global landscape marked by accelerating geopolitical, technological, and environmental challenges. The event is slated for the Aspen Congress Center in Davos. The Vice President will be accompanied by top government functionaries, including Jumoke Oduwole, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, and Aisha Remi, Executive Secretary of Nigeria Investment Promotion Commission. He will return to Abuja at the end of his engagements in Davos. MRS Adova aiding to sell Dangote petrol at 970 naira per litre. Dangote Refinery has announced a new retail price for premium motor spirit with key distribution partners MRS Oil, Hayden, and Adova agreeing to sell petrol at 970 naira per litre nationwide. This adjustment comes as the global price of crude oil has surged, pushing up production costs for petrol across the world. However, the refinery has assured Nigerian consumers that it is absorbing a significant portion of the cost increase to minimize the impact on local prices. The refinery recently raised its ex-depot price from 899 naira 50 kobo to 950 naira per litre, which is attributed to the substantial 15% rise in global crude oil prices. Brent crude oil prices have jumped from $70 to $82 per barrel, further exacerbated by a premium of around $3 per barrel for Nigerian crude on the international market. Despite this, Dangote Refinery stressed that the increase in the export ex-depot price is significantly lower than the surging global prices. While the increase in crude oil prices has been substantial, we have made a 5% adjustment to our ex-depot price. This is much lower than the 15% rise in global crude prices, said Dangote Refinery in a statement. The company also highlighted that the single point mooring ex-vessel price has remained stable at 895 naira per litre. Dangote Refinery assured that it will absorb much of this cost to maintain a uniform price across all 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, ensuring that consumers in both urban and rural areas are not disproportionately affected. A Dangote refinery will remain fully committed to providing Nigerians with top quality, affordable fuel. If we are to pass the full increase in global oil price to the market, the retail price of PMS could have risen dramatically, but we work to keep it at 970 naira per litre to shield consumers from this burden, the statement explained. The refinery also commended the Nigerian government for its effort to support the domestic oil sector, particularly the Naira for Crude initiative, which has allowed for stable access to high-quality PMS despite global price fluctuations. As part of its commitment to transparency, Dangote Refinery announced it will begin publishing its S-Depot, S-Vessel, and retail pump prices weekly. This move is designed to enhance consumer confidence and prevent any potential exploitation by middlemen or marketers. Next on the news is inside details of the $6 billion Mambila power dispute. In a saga that has left Nigeria's energy sector grappling with uncertainty, the long-running legal dispute surrounding the $6 billion Mambila hydroelectric power project continues to threaten the nation's energy future, keeping millions of Nigerians in the dark. The Mambila hydroelectric power project, located in the Taraba State region of Nigeria, is envisioned as a key piece in the country's energy future. Once completed, it is expected to generate 3,050 megawatts of electricity, making it one of the largest power plants in Africa. For context, it is potentially the largest hydroelectric power plant in Africa before Ethiopia's more recent Grand Renaissance dam of 6,450 megawatts. However, more than 2 decades since its inception, the project has been bogged down by endless delay, funding issues, and most notably, the bitter legal dispute that has paralyzed its project. Let's look at how it started. The journey of the Mambila hydroelectric power project began in 2003 when the federal government of Nigeria followed an international bidding process, awarded the $6 billion build, operate and transfer contract to Sunrise and its consortium of Chinese partners. With the project now on the horizon, the Sunrise consortium secured a loan of $5.5 billion from the China Exim Bank in 2005 to fund the venture. However, in 2007, the federal government annulled the original contract and instead entered into a $1.46 billion civil works agreement with the Chinese firm China Gazuba Group Corporation and China Geo Engineering Corporation. This decision was made in direct violation of the existing build, operate, transfer contract with Sunrise. In response, Sunrise initiated multiple legal actions to challenge the termination of the contract, which resulted in a drawn-out 14-year delay, preventing the new contractor from moving forward with the project. In November 2007, Sunrise filed a formal petition with President Umaru Yar'Adua, and by 2009, the $1.46 billion EPC contract was rescinded. A breakthrough came on November 23, 2012, when the Nigerian government signed a general project execution agreement with Sunrise and the Chinese consortium partners, authorizing them to proceed with the Mambila project. Despite this, the federal government on November 12, 2017 entered into a separate $5.8 billion EPC contract with another Chinese consortium. This move took place despite multiple written cautions from the Attorney General of the Federation in 2016 and 2017, advising the Ministry of Power Works and Housing to honor the GOEA agreement with Sunrise. In 2018, Sunrise took the matter to the International Court of Arbitration under the auspices of the International Chamber of Commerce, seeking $2.3 billion in damages from both the federal government and Sino Hydro Consortium. After intervention by the Chinese government, a special envoy was sent to former President Muhammadu Buhari in July 2019. This led to a settlement agreement between the Nigerian government and Sunrise in January 2020. However, this agreement was conditioned on approval from the Chinese ambassador to Nigeria and the chairman of China Exim Bank. As it was tied to future project financing, unfortunately, the federal government failed to honor the terms. To demonstrate goodwill, Sunrise withdrew its $500 million arbitration claim in September 2021 on the condition that the federal government make a financial commitment to the project and recognize Sunrise as an exclusive local content partner. Yet, the federal government again failed to meet its financial obligations, including payments to the EPC contractors and contributions to the counterpart funds for China Exim Bank. On October 13, 2022, the ICC ruled once more against the Nigerian government, dismissing its objections. Now, there are allegations of fraud in 2023. As the matter remained before the ICC, the Nigerian government, through the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, leveled accusation of fraud in relation to the Mambila Power Project. Specifically, the EFCC alleged that Olu Agunloye, the former Minister of Power and Steel, awarded the initial $6 billion contract to Sunrise on May 22, 2003 without securing budgetary provisions, formal approvals, or the necessary financial backings. Additionally, Agunloye was accused of accepting a bribe of 3.6 million naira on August 10, 2019 from Sunrise and its chairman, Lenu Adesanya, as a kickback for the contract. Now let's look at President Olusegun Obasanjo's comment. In 2023, former President Olusegun Obasanjo challenged his former Minister of Power, Olu Agunloye, to tell Nigerians where he derived the authority to award the contract to Sunrise in 2003. When I was president, no minister had the power to approve more than 25 million without express presidential consent. It was impossible for Agunloye to commit my government to a $6 billion project without my permission. I did not give him any permission Obasanjo to the cable. If a commission of inquiry is set up today to investigate the matter, I am ready to testify. I do not even need to testify because all the records are there and never approved it. When he presented his memo to the Federal Executive Council on May 21, 2003, I was surprised because he has previously discussed it with me and I told him to jettison the idea that I had other ideas on how the power sector could be restructured and funded. I told him as much at the council meeting and directed him to step down the memo. I find it surprising that Agunloye is now claiming he acted on behalf of Nigeria. If I knew he issued such a letter to Sunrise, I would have sacked him as minister during my second term. He would not have spent a day longer in office. We're also looking at the possibility of former President Muhammadu Buhari to appear in court. Findings showed Buhari is expected to appear in court on Monday, today, to testify in international arbitration over breaches of the $6 billion Mambila hydroelectric power project contract. According to news reports, Obasanjo is also in France to give his testimony. Investors up stakes on over-the-counter equities with 224% return. Nigeria's main platform for over-the-counter trading in unlisted securities, the NASD OTC Security Exchange PLC, has seen a double in turnovers. Average return at the alternative market rose to about 224%. Trading reports at the weekend showed that the NASD Security Index, which tracks share prices of companies listed on the OTC market, recorded a full-year return of 223.64% in 2024. Returns were substantially higher in some segments of the market. The NSD Pension Index, which tracks companies that meet the most stringent requirement for pension fund investment, closed 2024 with an average return of 433.2%. Turnover of the OTC market doubled during the year. Total number of trades executed at the market rose by 127.31%, while value of trades increased by 176.71% compared with the previous year. The evident growth of the key market indicators was driven by interest in large cap stocks. In addition, major trades also occurred in Afriland Properties, Geofleet, and Central Securities Clearing Systems (PLC), Okitipupa Oil PLC, and Capital Hotels, among others. During the year, there were 4 new admissions, including Impressive Bakolori, Capital Hotels, Okitipupa Oil PLC, and Artwich PLC, bringing total admitted securities to 45 as of the end of 2024. However, the market capitalization declined by 18.33% to 1.029 trillion naira, largely due to the exit of Arabelle Holding PLC, which upgraded listing to the Nigeria Exchange, and FAMIC PLC, which converted to a private company, thus exiting the market. Other companies that are listed on the NASD included Great Nigeria Insurance, Dufil Prima Food PLC, the manufacturer of Indomie noodles, Friesland Campina Wamco Nigeria PLC, manufacturer of Picnic brand, Nipco PLC, Air Liquid Nigeria PLC, Industrial and General Insurance PLC, Nigeria Mortgage Refinance Company, Alcon Petroleum PLC, AmLife PLC, BGL PLC, Consolidated Breweries PLC, and Food Concept PLC. Others included Golden Capital PLC, Niger Delta Exploration and Production PLC, Partnership Investment Company PLC, Resourceray PLC, Rix Venture West Africa PLC, Swap Technologies and Technocoms PLC, Vital Products PLC, Fullman Agri Products Industries PLC, Free Range Farm PLC, Famad PLC, AG Mortgage Bank, Trust Bank Mortgage Bank PLC, Mass Telecom Innovation, and Providence Bank, among others. Our Managing Director and the OTC Security Exchange, Mr. Egwarekede Longe, said the 2024 performance reflected NASD commitment to providing a secure, transparent, and efficient platform for trading securities. We are delighted with the performance of the NASD OTC Securities Exchange in 2024. Our exchange remains dedicated to promoting the growth and development of the Nigeria capital market, and we look forward to continuing to serve our stakeholders in the years to come, Longe said. He said NASD will partner the small and medium enterprise and attract youth to take advantage of the NASD innovative products and services to achieve their investment goals in the new year. Going to 2025, we realize there is a pronounced need for market growth and on the NASD Security Exchange, while the unlisted public companies presents the fourth anchor for the growth of the OTC platform. We see a natural pull to developing the SME segment of the Nigerian economy as a veritable incubator for growth companies, as anchored on an NASD from the Arabelle Holdings PLC experience. As a result, we'll be announcing strategic partnership with organizations that share our convictions about indigenous business growth from the ground up. We are convinced that several young Nigerians in formal or informal employment harbor in their mind the next growth initiative that will see them propelled from the humdrum to the unique next new business concept that they may have lost quietly over time. We know also that the burgeoning ring of young and mid-career Nigerians located globally possess the exposure, experience, desire, in many cases, seed capital to want to be starting something. And the message too is that the NASD Security Exchange is a natural partner home to revolutionize the economic space and bring these unique ideas to fruition in testament to their personal fulfillment as individuals and to the much longed for potential realization and transformation of the Nigerian economy. Our distinct positioning in the financial market space in Nigeria is to recognize and experience as an innovation-driven stock exchange, Longe said. The next news is how farmers explore options to tame rising labor costs. Farm owners are currently facing escalating labor costs. At the onset of this farming season, daily wages for laborers have increased from 2,500 naira to 5,000 naira for tasks such as weeding and harvesting crops. Our co-founder and chief executive of Cattle Food, Pelumi Aribisala, emphasized the challenges of confronting growers, which necessitate regular assessment of their strategies regarding labor availability and associated costs. He highlighted that the availability and expense of agricultural labor pose significant challenges for the produce industry. In light of the tight labor market in recent years, many producers have resorted to importing foreign workers for seasonal employment. Consequently, the majority of these foreign laborers come from Benin and Togo. However, the workers are now demanding higher wages. They require nearly 2 million naira to purchase a motorcycle for them. This does not include their wages. And for secure their services daily, they typically work for 300 days at the rate of 5,000 naira per day, excluding their food and accommodation. Their daily food allowance is currently 1,200. This year, we informed the workers from Togo that we would not be providing motorcycles and they should accept cash instead. They are adamant about not accepting cash less than 1 million or 1.2 million naira. They will be employed from now up to mid-November. As a result, we consider higher laborers from Benue, Jigawa, and Taraba states, he said. Many farm workers have fled the production belts following attacks by bandits. Competition for seasonal workers has meant higher pay during crucial harvests for highly seasonal crops. Indeed, farm labor costs are increasing for several reasons, including rising state minimum wages. The cost of hiring farm hands is growing following inability of the farm owners to acquire labor-saving mechanisms such as mechanical planters and harvesters that replace labor. And numerous farms are employing mechanical aids to enhance labor productivity, particularly in the harvesting of fruits and vegetables intended for the processing market. Currently, local farms are predominantly staffed by aging workers, while younger positions are filled by unauthorized immigrants from Togo and the Benin Republic. Farm owners are currently facing escalating labor costs. At the onset of this farming season, daily wages for laborers have increased from 2,500 to 5,000 naira for tasks such as weeding and harvesting crops. That's it on today's edition of Business Daily. Stay tuned for other exciting programs from the stable of the SUMTV. We are bringing live from the city of Jalingo, Northeast Nigeria. I am Abraham Minor Joda. Stay blessed.
Businessman or woman, do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you